Hello everybody and welcome back to Rulebook Rundown. My name's Alan Paquette and today I'll be doing the second attempt of Scenario 1 of Final Girl for Series 1. Just got in all the Kickstarter stuff and hadn't played. Had to start at the beginning, so here we go. If you want the lore for the character and the story, you'll have to check out the previous video, which I'll have a link to in the description for all of that info. But we're probably going to just skip over that this time because it takes a while to read all that. So yeah, it's good stuff. We're just going to jump right in and go for attempt number 2. So a quick check over here. This is how the base is, or the Camp Happy Trails is set up for this scenario. And we have a bear trap in the cabins, which is up here, a whistle in the dock, and fireworks in the utility shed all the way over here. Those are all good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get them, though. Okay. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than last time, but we will soon find out. Okay, I did like my idea last time, though, of starting off with focusing up, because having that extra die really did seem to help a lot. So I will do a focus. We're currently in the gray horror area, so we roll 2 dice. Oh, it's cocked, but it's on the success thing. That's a bummer. Alright, so we have 2 partial successes. I definitely want at least 1 success here. So, I'm going to drop the weak attack and the short rest. You can pitch 2 cards to turn that partial success into a success. So we will do that. So 1 success means we lower our horror by 1. And we lose 1 time. Oop. Okay. Good work on the focus. Let's try it one more time with the focus. Alright, there we have a success and a partial success. So, what we could do is either keep the 1, and we would lose 1 time, and then attempt to walk, or if we spent both of these cards, we would gain 2 time. That would put us at 7, and we would have more purchasing power for the next turn. But then we won't be able to move. Moving 2. I'm going to do it. I will discard these 2 walks to have that partial success be another success. So that's 2 successes. We lose a horror, and we gain 2 time. That is the end of our turn. So now we go to the planning phase. We have 7 time to spend. I think we're starting with a distraction to lower the horror. Discipline to try to start getting people on our board here is 5, and 2 more is going to be a sprint for 6, 7. There we go. And hopefully we won't have to discard anything. Then the cards that we spent for the turn go back to the tableau. These are all 0 cost cards to be purchased next time. And that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This resets back to 6. That's our hand. The killer's turn. So on the killer's card here, for his turn, he targets either the final girl or a victim that's nearest to him, and he attacks. There's nobody in his space, so he attacks nothing. So then we go to the terror card. Oh boy. He just came out of nowhere. Oh, come on. This was what ruined us in the last game. Place Hans with the farthest target possible. So he goes way over here. Then we gain a horror. So this goes up to 3. Then draw the next terror card. Now he's going to attack them both and get extra bloodlust. And I shuffled this deck, right? Horrific Hammer Rush. If there are no victims on the board, discard it. Otherwise, target's nearest victim, which is where he's at. Move twice. Doesn't move because he's there. Attack twice. So he defeats both of these guys. They're dead. Every time a victim dies, then the bloodlust goes up by 1. So this goes up 2. That increases horror by 1. So, right here. So the horror goes up to 4. Then, for each victim killed during this attack, gain a horror. That puts us up to 6. Woof. So that's turn 1. Okay. Our turn. This is gonna be a fast 3 rounds. Sorry, I'm just getting my timer thing started here. Alright. Well, I think distraction is pretty key here now. So we're thankfully we're still in the gray to roll 2 dice. Ugh. Unfortunately, that's a partial success. So if we don't get a success, we can still lose a horror, but it costs us 4 time. Or if we don't do that, we gain a horror and lose 2 time. Ay, ay, ay. Or if we spent both of the other cards that we want, then it would gain us 1 time. But then we'd be out these other 2 cards. Ugh. Well, this turn we do have all the 0 cost cards available to us. So I think we're going to take the fail. And we're going to decrease our horror at the cost of 4 times. So we're down to 2 time. Gross. Then we're going to use discipline. And roll our 2 dice. Alright, that's a success and a partial. We only have 1 card, so we can't do the partial success. But the single success on discipline will let us place a victim from out of play onto your card and don't take the victim save benefit. So we're not going to do the gain 2 time. Okay. Then we'll use sprint. 1 last card. But we're a step closer to our special. So that's pretty key. Here we go. 1 success. Alright. 1 success is move 2 spaces at the cost of 1 time. So we go down a time. Move 2 spaces. Alright. It's time to run. We're going to go 1. Bring this person with us for 2. Thing I didn't mention this time around. The event that is in play is Stubborn Kids. 1 less victim will follow you. So normally 2 victims can follow you out of a location. Because they're stubborn, only 1 at a time will. So it makes it even harder to do everything. So that's why we are going that way and not down to the fire pit. That is it for our turn then. We have 1 whole time left over, so we'll use that time to get a close call, and then we'll take all these 0 cost cards as well. We'll put the sprint back, we'll put the discipline back, we'll put the distraction back. Yep, that's our stuff. Up to 6. Killer's turn. There's nobody in his space for him to attack, so we draw the terror card. He wants fresh blood. No victims on the board. There are victims on the board. He targets the nearest victim. He moves twice and then attacks. Ooh. Do we have a respite? So his movement value right now is 1. He's going to move twice, so he'll move 2 spaces. And the nearest one is 1, 2, 3 spaces away here, or 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away here. So this is his target, because there's no connector there between the cabins and makeout point. So he moves 1, 2 spaces, and then he attacks. And there's nobody there. Huzzah! That's nice. Alright, there's no upkeep, no panic because he didn't kill anybody. So it's back to our turn. What do we want to do? We want to focus and move so we can get this person escaped. Alright. Let's start off with we're too far out from getting to the bottom there. I feel like we want to try to focus, walk. If we do these 3, these 2, okay. We'll focus first. With 2 dice. That's cocked. That's worse. Okay. We'll drop the short rest and weak attack in order to turn that into a success. So that will let us lower our horror at the cost of 1 time. Then we'll try to focus again. There's a success. So again, we lower the horror by 1 at the cost of 1 time. Then we're going to walk. We're going to take a walk outside today. Going to see what we can find today. We're going to take a walk outside today. Going to see what we can find today. That's not really appropriate for this, I think. Okay, here we go. Rolling 2. Ooh, 1 success and a partial success. Let's see where we're at here. Alright, so 1 success lets us move 1 space. 2 successes lets us move 2 spaces. Oh, we could be really... Alright. We're gonna try the hardcore route. Okay, we'll stick with the 1 success to move 1 space. We'll go here, rescue this guy. So that is also at the cost of 1 time. Rescuing him, we will move 1 space. Yeah. And then that 1 space will be up here into the docks. And then we're going to play our other walk and cross our fingers for 1 success. Wow, that's none success. Oof. Alright, we need this, so I'm going to use Close Call and spending 2 time to re-roll all the dice. That spending 2 time is going to bring us down to 1. And we re-roll the dice. The same thing. Ugh. Alright. What's the walk fail? Move up to 1 space. And lose a health. And lose 2 time. Or just lose 2 time. Funny story. Oh. Okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, so we are going to take the move up to 1 space and take a damage. So we're going to move out, rescue this guy. Unfortunately, with the order of operations is resolving this fully first before going here. So we can't use this guy we freed to heal one and have it be the one that we lose, because we would heal before we lose it. That's unfortunate. But we will... Are we that hardcore? I think so. Alright, we're going to take an action card that costs 2 or less, and we're going to take Sprint, and that goes to our hand. Oh no, we can't do that, because we're going to pay this 2 time here, and if we get to there, our action turn ends, and we can't do anything. Okay, not doing that. Instead, we are going to... Okay, if we lower horror, that just helps us in the long run. If we get 2 time, we're going to lose 2 time. Be at 1, we can only get close call, which doesn't help us at all. So we are going to lower the horror here. Then we take a damage. And then we lose 2 time, which, since we got to there, it immediately ends our action phase, but not the planning phase, which is where we purchase stuff. Which doesn't matter because I have no 0 cost cards. So, yeah. But for future reference, if there were 0 cost cards there, we would still be able to grab them. So now the next turn is going to be real bad. We go back up to 6. Everything was put back. And we're up here. He doesn't kill anybody, so he flips a terror. He kept swinging his hammer and killing and killing. Alright, so he targets the nearest person right next to him. Moves 1. He successfully moves 1. Attack. He defeats. He goes up in the bloodlust. Okay. Then he targets the next nearest person, which, so up here, 2 away is 2 victims, 2 away is 1 victim. He will target the one with more victims. So he is targeting this spot. He moves. His movement is still 1, thank goodness. So he moves there and attacks in his space. Nobody to attack. So that's good. Panic. He did kill somebody, but nobody is in his space to run away from him. So that's that. Upkeep. My turn. I have no cards to do anything with. But then it goes to the planning phase, and now I have 6 to do stuff with. So that's going to be, I think we need this discipline to try to help us get there. And so that's 2. Sprint is 4. We've got 2 left. We're kind of close to him. What's at the dock? The whistle? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Sprint, discipline, search. All the 0 cost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 9. 9 altogether. Hand limit is 10. There we go. No cards to put back. Their turn. Doesn't kill anybody there, so he does the terror card. Taking souvenirs. The nearest victim. Move twice, attack twice. This is the bad one. So he'll move up here. Doesn't move a second time. He attacks twice. So he kills both of these guys. Which means Bloodlust goes up. Our Horror goes up. Bloodlust goes up. We reveal his dark power, which is Dark Obsession. Whenever Hans attacks you at least once, he attacks an additional time. Just us, not victims. For each victim killed during the killer phase, +1 Bloodlust. So this goes up 2 more, which means the Horror goes up 1 more. Neat. I didn't buy a distraction this turn. Nobody panics except me, and it's back to us. Alright. So we can't split up the sprint because we have to fully resolve a card before we can do another thing. So we can't use movement, sprint movement at least, to get here and then search and then continue movement. So I think we're just going to... the focuses can't get us there. We're going to just use a walk to try to get to the dock. So here we go. Walk to the dock. 2 dice. Ugh. Alright. Weak attack and short rest are going again to give us the single success to move 1 space at the cost of 1 time. So our time goes down to 5. We move 1 space into the dock. Then we're going to search the dock. Two successes. Neat. That is, take the top 2 item cards at your space and choose one. Place the other on top face up or underneath face down. Okay. So we're at the docks. That's going to be the whistle and the energy drink. Alright, so the whistle. Stupid campers. Got to get their attention somehow, even if it is risky. Spend a time to use the whistle once per action phase. When used, all victims adjacent to you will move to your space. Then all enemies will do their movement toward the final girl, which his movement is now at 2. As long as you have the whistle, 1 additional victim will follow you. Ooh. So I could move 1 space, whistle, and then move again and rescue both of these dudes. And the killer would go here. Okay. Or, energy drink. There's no way these things are good for you, but they're better than dying. Discard this during the action phase. Choose one of the following. Either gain 3 time or move 1 space. I feel like both of them are going to be single use at this point because more dudes just don't show up. So, but being able to move 2 of them at once is super. So I'm going to take the whistle and put the energy drink back on bottom of the deck. Yeah, just in case we search here again. We probably won't. Okay. So the whistle does not have a hand icon, so we don't have to hold it. It can be in our backpack and be active. Okay. So let's see. If we walk and then whistle and then sprint, we can save both of these guys. Walk, sprint, and then maybe be able to discipline to get our last one. I think that's the play. We're probably going to be pitching the focuses, which is unfortunate, but it's got to be done. All right. Going for a walk. Rolling 2. Oh! Doesn't really matter, because we only needed to move 1 space. Dang it. That costs 1 time. So that brings us down. Oh, I don't think I did the time for the search. Okay. Walk was 1, search was 1, walk was 1. We're down to 3. Alright. Can move 2 spaces. Oh, you know what? We've got sprint. We'll go 1, 2 to the fire pit. Not use the whistle. And then we can sprint back and get there because the whistle lets us carry an additional dude. Aha! Sprint. Rolling 2. Ooh, baby. Alright. Before I forget, it costs 1 time. Move up to 3 spaces. We're going to go 1, a 2, and at this point we go. Okay, we're gonna drop off. Ooh. Ugh. Okay. So one of them is being dropped off on the +2 time to bring us up to 4. The other one is going to take an action card that costs 2 or less. And then we have 1 movement left. I think we get a search with the 2. And then that 1 movement moves us back to the dock. Alright. Discipline. Rolling 2 dice. One success. That's fine. That places a victim from out of play onto our board. We don't get the benefit of the health, but we complete this. And that's what we were going for. So now Lori is pissed. Whenever you're in the same space as an enemy and inflict damage, do an additional damage. And now for each additional victim saved will gain 1 time. It's not going to happen because there's 1 victim left, and he's gonna go for him. Okay. So that was that. That was good success. So then let's search the dock and see if we can get something else. That is, take the top item card at your space for 1 time. Or we could discard the 2 focuses to do 2. I think we just take the top so we can actually use the focus. So we get, at the dock, the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. I'm not the superstitious sort, but I'll take all the help I can get. Alright, discard during the action phase to make a horror roll. For each star, choose one of the following. Gain 2 time, heal 1, drop a horror, or move 1 space. Neat. I'm about that. Alright, so now, that cost 1 time. Did I do the time? God, I'm bad at remembering that. Okay. Walk for 1. Search for 1. Walk for 1. Sprint for 1. Cover up for 2. Back to 4. Discipline's none. Search for 1. We're at 3. Okay. Let's focus up. Double success! Yes! Double success is lower horror and gain 2 time. Yeah. Let's go again. Let's do that again, please. 1 more time. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. We'll lower horror and gain 2 time. Wow, what a turn. Oh my goodness. Whew. That feels pretty good. Alright. We're out of cards. Not going to use the Rabbit's Foot right now. We'll, in the turn, go to planning phase with 7. Oh man. Is it time for some attackies? Not quite, I think. So I think we go 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. When I say attackies, I should eat Takis. But I don't like Takis. Okay. There's our 7. Reset back to 6. Put all these away. 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 2. Search. Walk. No, that's sprint. Sprint and search are different words, Cloud Art. Did I take a... Oh yeah, I took a sprint. Okay. We're good. Yep, I am a wuss mouth. Can't handle the heat. I'll take water. Alright. Here we go. Only April Fool's ad you saw on the internet. Spiceless Takis cheese. Only flavor. I'd be into it. I'm about that life. Okay. Killer attacks. Nobody there. Draws a terror. He gets his unholy speed. Hans moves an additional space for each boot. And that increases his health by 2. And those will be the first healths that get taken. But he also doesn't do anything, which also means he doesn't get any closer, which is sort of a bummer. No, we don't have... Careful, Cloud Art. I was like, oh, we could use the whistle and lure him closer. Did not take the attack cards, so we're not doing that quite yet. Okay. We will, however, use a distraction to try to get our horror down in the green to help with everything else. Ugh. That's a failure. It would cost 4 time, or I drop these 2 cards. And then have 7 to spend. Okay. It's risky, but I think it's worth it. I am going to discard these 2 cards to get a single success, which has us lower our horror by 1 and gain a time. And those are discarded. And that's that. We're now in the green, and we can roll 3 dice. We'll see how long that lasts. 7 to spend. Man, I wish we had 8. Could Lucky Rabbit's Foot and roll 3 and try to get something? Yeah, I think so. Before going to the planning phase, I'm going to use the Lucky Rabbit's Foot, discard that, to make a horror roll, which is now 3 dice. For each star, choose bonuses. 3, please. 2's alright. Okay. So we're definitely doing gain 2 time. Boop, boop. And we can either lower horror 1, which is probably good, but I think getting our last health back is probably going to be better since he's about to hit for 4. Yeah. Alright. Lucky Rabbit's Foot out. Now we purchase. Now we have 9 to purchase. Hoo-hoo. That's going to be... that's going to be Retaliate and Furious Strike for 8. And Close Call for 9. And then our 0 cost cards. All 6 of them. Yep. Guard goes back. Sprint goes back. Distraction goes back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. We have retaliate in case he gets to us. Alright, his turn. He attacks. Nothing. He wants fresh blood. There is still a victim on board, so he's going to target them and move 2. His movement is at 2 now. Unholy speed makes it 3. He moves twice, so he moves 6 spaces toward the nearest dude. Yeah, he gets there. And then he attacks them. And they did. There's a hair that's just hanging on. Get out of here. When they die, Bloodlust goes up. His attack is now 4. And now he's going to start burning through the terror deck because that's how it goes. Okay. Panic. Nobody is alive to panic. Neat. Upkeep. Nothing. So it's my go. What's my top 3 solo board games? Marvel Champions, Dice Throne Adventures, and I like Cloudspire, but I prefer to play that with a friend. Whether it's the 2-player co-op or playing solo mode with another brain. Otherwise, probably Too Many Bones. Yeah. I haven't played a lot of, like, dedicated solo stuff, but we're getting there. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's hard, though. Alright. So, he moves 3... He moves 3. I think we're all in on attacks at this point. Oh, our time reset to 6. So, I'm going to use the whistle, spend a time, blow the whistle, once per action phase. All enemies target me and do their movement, which is 2 plus 1. He moves 3 spaces, moves into this space. Okay. Then we're going to use Furious Strike because we have 3 dice to use. Let's go. Ugh. That's not what you want to see. Alright, we lose a horror after doing the Furious Strike. Oh, I didn't realize that's going to end the turn. Oh, no. Okay. Short rest is going. A focus is going. That's 1 success. Then a focus and a walk are going for a 2nd success. That's 2 successes. Is 2 hits. Our character special, we do an additional damage each time we do damage. So that's 3 health. That gets rid of his unholy speed for 2. And 1 damage to him. We're further along than we were last time. Yes! And then we lower our horror 1 to the 0 mark. Neat. Now we'll use a weak attack. Still rolling 3 dice. We got 1 success and a partial success. 1 success, we take a damage. Or I don't want to be in the same space. I need to keep these. Take a damage. Save this for that. Yeah. All right. Keeping the single success. Take 1 damage. Brings us down to 4. We deal 2 damage. Yes. Okay. Then we're going to try to walk to get out of there. We want to have him come to us so we don't take this attack as well as the terror card that's going to attack us. 2 successes on walk. Cost 1 time. Move 2 spaces. Doesn't matter, because he's always going to catch us. So there we go. There's a 2. Keep him retaliate and close call in hand. Have 4 time left over. Yep, because those didn't cost time. And what are we getting here for 4 time? He's potentially attacking us twice. Already have that. Guard for 2. I think we just take the other guard also. We're gonna try to probably get there on the next turn. Alright, that's all 4. We're back to 6. These all go back. Furious Strike. Oh yeah, because I kept the retaliate in hand. Neat. Okay, we are on defense, which we need to have. Okay, back up here. He's still not in his finale yet, so he's attacking in his space, which is no one. And then terror. Place 2 new victims in the same space where the killer started the game. Wow. Alright, let's go see if the rumors are true. Oh, that... I'm almost sad about this. Okay, so 2 new victims where the killer started. Right here. Huh. Then we go up a horror, which puts us at 1. That's fine. And then we draw the other event card, which is, hey, you, I'm a cute girlfriend. She's cute, funny, and the biggest badass I've ever known. Alright, girlfriend, the victim closest to you is now your girlfriend. She will follow you into the killer's space. While she's in your space, roll 1 additional die for each horror roll. If the girlfriend dies while in your space, gain 5 horror. Yay! If the girlfriend leaves play, discard this card. Alright, so that swaps one of these guys for this one. Okay. Man, I wish I had attack cards right now. Because I could whistle to bring everybody to my space and then have the extra die. Instead, we're not going to do that. Because then if he targets them... If he kills the girlfriend and we're not in the same space, then whatever, she just gets discarded. But if for some reason he doesn't kill her and then we can get them both in the space... Oh, I just remembered a thing. You can discard a card to gain a time. That, I think, is going to be important here. How much health he has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we got to 10, we cannot get to 10 time. Okay. What would 2 get us? Search. Another close call. Oh, sorry. I should be looking down here. So, can't do anything this turn. Debating on selling a close call for a time to be at 7, but I don't think that that matters. 7 versus 6. Because with the 6, we would get Furious Strike for 4, and then Close Call for 1 is 5. So we wouldn't use the 6. Or we get Critical Blow for 6, not get a Close Call, still have a Close Call in hand, extra damage. Yeah. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay, so we spend our 6 to get Critical Blow. That goes in here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can pick up 5 of these cards. We're going to take Weak Attack for sure. We will leave a Walk behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. There's our 10. Leaving a Walk behind. Killer's turn. Attacks in the docks. Nothing. Terror card. There's 2 cards left. Fire! Roll a die, determine which space bursts into flames. The cabins, the utility shed, or the dock. He's in the dock! All victims in that space are killed. Discard all items from that space. If you or an enemy are there, you each lose a health. Oh, come on. Please be docks. 5 or 6. Let's go. 5 or 6. Come on, baby. 5 or 6. 3. Dang it. Utility shed. Oh, boy. So this burns down. These items are out of the game. Bummer. Okay. But he doesn't do anything again. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's gonna be a big turn. All right. Starting off, spending a time blowing the whistle. We're at 5 time. Brings these guys in. Brings him in. We're going to choose to rescue this guy, but not the girlfriend yet. So, this guy gets rescued. For each additional victim saved, gain a time, so that puts us back up to 6. Okay. So we're in the space. We're in the space with the girlfriend. We have an extra die. We're still in green for horror, so that's 3. With the extra is 4 dice we get to roll. We are going for the critical blow. 4 dice. Whoa, that bounced out. Oh, yes. Got the 2 successes. Look at this. 3 successes. Critical blow. 3 damage, and we lose a horror. Because of our ability, we do 4 damage instead. Oh, baby. 4 damage. And we go down to the lowest space on the horror track. That was a good card. Let's also do weak attack. Rolling 4 dice. I wish there were more than 3 attack cards. My goodness. Alright, there's 1 success and partial success. Yeah, we're gonna drop. We're gonna drop both focus to get that second success to do the damage without taking damage. Yep. So that's 2 more damage. He's at 3 health. We have Retaliate. That'll do 3 damage to him. Now... No. We're going to short rest first. Oh. Okay. Quick takes backsies because we haven't rolled anything yet. For that weak attack, I will take the damage instead of discarding these 2 cards. So we're down to... I'm in the way. We're down to 3. Okay. For that. Keep these cards in hand. Short rest with the 4 dice. Yep. This was the way to do it. 2 success. Short rest heals for 2. That puts us back to full. Yes. Okay. Now we've got all these things. Oh, we could get extra time and buy more stuff. All right. Going to focus. Still have the extra die. 2 success. We lower a horror, which, according to this, when we drop a horror and we can't, we gain a time. And then focus gains us 2 time for 2 successes. Boop boop. Yeah. Let's do it again. Girlfriend, best friend. 1 success. That's a break even. Yep, we just break even. So that would be lose a horror, which gains a time, and then lose a time. So that does nothing. Okay, it's fine. Now we're going to rescue the girlfriend. So she's out. It's back up there. We gain a time, and this card is gone because she's no longer in play. Yep. And then, do I even need to walk? I almost would rather him just do the basic attack and I retaliate. Yeah, I'm gonna pass and we're gonna hopefully win. Depends on his thing here. Okay, so we've got 10 time to spend. It's gonna be 4. Yeah, we're all in. 4, 8. Oh. I'll sell the walk to gain a time. There we go. 4, 8. 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's all 11 time. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Walk for 10. You guys feeling good? I'm feeling good. There we go. Alright. His turn. Finale's not there yet. I'm in the same space. He attacks. I retaliate. We get 3 dice now instead of 4 because our girlfriend is gone. We didn't want to risk that. We will discard walk and planning. Yeah. We'll discard walk and planning. Oh, sorry. That's a... Yep. To make this a success. 2 successes. Ignore all damage from the attack. And deal 2 damage back. Which is 3 damage because of our thing. So that's 1, 2. If this is blank, we win. 3. Not good. Okay, so he has 1 health left. We retaliated and knocked him down. And then he sat back up. What a jerk. That also means it's even less likely that I have one of those. Thanks, Hans. Okay. So that's done. Let me double check on that again. I know I had read it, but it was in a different instance. Whenever someone comes back to life, the current phase ends immediately, and play continues to the next phase. So that was during the killer phase. Oh my goodness. That was resolving the killer action. So that was the killer phase. It now ends the killer phase completely, which means we don't draw a terror card. And it goes to panic, which doesn't do anything, and then upkeep. There still is a terror card, so we don't go to the finale. Okay. Our turn. We, thankfully, have a Furious Strike in hand. He can't come back again, and he's down to his last health. Whenever either of us are down to our last health, we get an extra die. Okay. So, since it would be incredibly unlikely to lose this, we're going to go big for it. We're going to try to improvise. We're still in green horror, so that's 3 dice. And then he has 1 health, so that's 4 dice. Whoa, woof. Okay. We're going to drop both guard cards. Whoops. And we'll drop a heart to the floor. There we go. Nice job. Getting too excited. For a single success. For the next horror roll only, all 3s and 4s are successes. Okay. Then, it's Furious Strike time. So 3s through 6s are all successes. Didn't matter. We're going to close call, re-roll one of these dice. Keep these 5s out of here. Yeah, success. 3 successes. Means we hit him for 2, which is 3, and then lower our horror by 1, which increases our time by 1 to 7. Got him! Yes! So, there's not a, conclusion thing to read. It's just to the next event. So, huzzah! Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Huh. Escape. Yes. Camp Happy Trails with Hans. Scenario 1 is defeat. Well, thank you all for sticking in there. Hope you enjoyed this, not sure how long, about an hour, I think, play of this. We were successful. Second attempt, not too bad. And next time, we will go on to the next scenario, we are sticking with Hans, but going to a different location. So I think the scenario book goes through one killer through each location with like its own unique rules and everything, and then goes to the next killer. So when we get to Poltergeist, we'll see. Heard that's the tough one. So we'll head on to the scenario 2 next time, and hopefully we'll see you all there. So again, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep on gaming.